Welcome to Total Training for Adobe Flash CS4 Advanced. My name is Fred Garantabi, web developer and author of the Flash CS4 Digital Classroom book, as well as co-author of the Web Premium and Design Premium Desk Reference Series books for dummies. In the lessons that follow, you'll take your Flash skills to the next level by exploring advanced design techniques, such as shared libraries, working with movie clips, and new features such as 3D transformation. In addition, you'll take an in-depth look at ActionScript 3.0, Flash's powerful built-in programming language. To get started, we're going to explore one of the staple concepts in Flash, which is working with movie clips. You can think of movie clips as a super symbol, which allow us not only to reuse graphics and animation, but to take advantage of advanced features such as filters, 9-slice scaling, and new 3D transformation features. So, let's roll up our sleeves, get ready to take our skills to the next level, and begin. Before we get started creating our first movie clip and exploring the power of movie clips, let's open up our starter file, which is the geardepot1.fla file located in this lessons folder. In your project files folder, you'll also notice I've provided the completed SWFs for each chapter for your reference. Let's take a moment to explore what we already have on the stage. Our file is a masthead for the Gear Depot website. Here we see a logo in the upper left-hand corner as well as a tagline, a button design in progress in the lower left-hand corner, and on the right-hand side we have a single graphic of a gear. Eventually we're going to make use of this gear graphic to build out the design for our masthead. The goal is to create a single animated gear and then duplicate several more to create a complex animation sequence. For this, we're going to make use of movie clip symbols. Movie clips are one of 3 symbol types we can create in Flash, and they're extremely powerful. One of their most basic uses is to encapsulate and duplicate animation. Since movie clips have their own independent timelines, it's easy to create complex animations and then drag and drop them to the stage with ease, just as we would with graphic symbols. For that reason, rather than animating this gear on the main timeline, I'm going to incorporate any animation I create inside of a brand new movie clip symbol. That way I can create several more animations just like it by simply dragging and dropping from my library panel. To get started, go ahead and click and select the gear graphic on the right-hand side of your masthead. If we take a look at the Properties panel, we'll see it confirms that this is a graphic symbol, specifically an instance of the gear graphic symbol from our library. And what I'd like to do is incorporate this inside of a new movie clip symbol. To do so, I simply need to use the same command I would to convert any stage graphics to a symbol, which is Convert to Symbol. Leave your gear selected, go up to Modify, and choose Convert to Symbol. The Convert to Symbol dialog box appears, and from here, let's go ahead and assign our new movie clip symbol a name. Specifically, let's call this Gear Animation. Leave the type set as Movie Clip directly below, and leave the registration set to the default, which is upper left. Go ahead and click OK to create your new movie clip. If you take a look at the Properties panel now on the right-hand side, you'll see your movie clip displays with a unique icon, and it shows us this is an instance of our new Gear Animation movie clip symbol. So what happened to our graphic symbol? The answer is it's safe and sound inside of our new movie clip symbol. To get to it and set it in motion, we're simply going to edit our movie clip symbol and incorporate some animation inside. Go ahead and double-click on the gear, and this brings us inside of our Gear Animation movie clip. Here we'll find the gear graphic sitting on the stage inside of our movie clip, and below, if we take a look at the timeline, we'll see that our Gear Animation movie clip has its own independent timeline. Here we can do exactly the same things we would do on the main timeline. We can layer complex artwork, we can create animation sequences, and so on. Here what I'd like to do is build a basic tween that gets my gear spinning and in motion. So for that, I'm going to take the exact same approach I would if I were animating this on the main timeline. Go down to the single layer we have and select the first keyframe. Right-click, and from the contextual menu that appears, choose Create Motion Tween. This creates a brand new 24-frame tween span. From here, to animate my gear graphic, I'm simply going to use the Properties panel and specifically the rotation options to do just that. Go over to the Properties panel and locate the rotation options and locate where it reads Rotate. Directly to the right, click and drag the slider until it reads 1 time. By default, the direction will set itself to clockwise. This is fine. We're going to leave this exactly as is. Go ahead and press the Enter or Return button, and you'll see this gets our gear going by spinning it exactly 1 full rotation across 24 frames. Now, the beauty of what we've just done is this animation is now contained inside of our movie clip symbol. This means to create several more just like it, we don't need to copy, we don't need to even use motion presets. We simply need to drag additional instances of our movie clip to the main stage. Let's go ahead and put this into effect by returning to the main stage. Click the Scene 1 link in the top left corner above your stage, and this will bring us back to the main timeline. And what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and just move this gear we have a bit to the left to make room for a couple more. And in the upper right-hand corner, go ahead and bring your library panel forward. Within your library, go ahead and locate your new gear animation movie clip symbol. Go ahead and drag 2 more to the space on the right side of the masthead. Don't worry if they're a little cluttered for now. We're going to go ahead and fix this later on. Now, to see these movie clips in action on the stage, it's not enough to hit the Enter or Return key. If you do so, you'll notice nothing happens. This is because pressing Enter or Return only plays back the current timeline, in this case the main timeline, where no animation currently exists. In order to preview movie clip animation, we actually need to test our movie in the Flash player. To do this, let's go up to Control and choose Test Movie. So from here, this is pretty cool. We actually see 3 instances of our gear all in motion at once. And to create these, we didn't even have to duplicate our efforts. All we had to do is drag and drop more instances of our new gear animation movie clip symbol. Go ahead and close the Flash player. Now, the best part is that movie clip symbol instances are just like any other symbol instance. We can easily scale, rotate, transform, or do just about anything we need to do with each instance to make it unique. Here, we can take the 3 instances we've created, size them differently, and use them to create a more complex animation sequence. To do so, go ahead and select the first gear on the far left, and let's go ahead and bring this down in size just a little bit. Go up to Modify, choose Transform, Scale, and Rotate. Under the scale percentage, go ahead and set it to 60% and click OK. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with the second gear directly to the right. Go ahead and click once to select that gear, choose Modify, Transform, Scale, and Rotate, and let's leave that same 60% value in there and click OK. Select the third gear on the right, choose Modify, Transform, Scale, and Rotate. This time, however, set the value to 30% and click OK. Now what we can do is we can shift these around just a little bit, and we can montage them into a more complex animation and artwork sequence. Go ahead, grab the first gear, and position it just like we're doing here. Take the second gear, and make it so that the teeth interlock with the first gear, just like I'm doing on my stage. Take the third gear, and do the exact same thing. Position it so its teeth interlock with the second gear, so all of these gears look like they're working together. Once again, choose Control, Test Movie, and we'll see all 3 gears going at once. So we see that the animation inside of our movie clip scales along with the movie clip itself. So this gives us lots of flexibility when duplicating movie clip instances and trying to create more complex animation or artwork sequences. But one thing you'll notice, however, is that our center gear is slightly out of place. It's moving clockwise when, in reality, it should be actually going counterclockwise to keep the motion going. For this, it's a simple fix, and the good news is it's simply a matter of flipping that specific movie clip instance. Go ahead and close the Flash player, and click and select the middle gear shown here. Now to flip the movie clip and in turn to flip the animation inside, we're simply going to go up to Modify, choose Transform, Flip Horizontal. This flips our gear, and if we choose Control, Test Movie once more, we'll see that the animation flips along with it. So now our center gear is actually going counterclockwise. Close the Flash player. So as we see here, one of the most basic uses of movie clips is to duplicate and reuse animation. Since movie clips have their own independent timelines, the animation inside of a movie clip has no effect on the main timeline, and vice versa. A movie clip symbol could have an extraordinarily long animation while there's nothing going on in the main timeline at all, as we see here. And one doesn't affect the other. They're actually autonomous from each other. This gives us lots of flexibility when it comes to creating very complex animation sequences, or simply having a way to duplicate animation without having to recreate it manually. However, we're just getting started with movie clips. There's a lot more to explore, including live filters, nested movie clips, and more, which we'll see in just a moment.